What is going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. How the heck are you? We are back. I'm a little late. I was checking. I got like a notice from my streaming platform that YouTube might be having some issues. So I was checking to make sure that we are live on YouTube, and it looks like we are. Looks like everything is working as expected. I I received a couple phone calls since last week. Pretty dire phone calls. One, Patrick, Hall of Famer in our Madden stream, he called me and said, "Coach, I think I can do kick returns and punt returns too." So we've changed the depth chart. He will now be in kick returns and punt returns. He said, "I'm too explosive to be just sitting here, sitting on my hands, playing corner. So we need to get me." He said, you need to get me more involved." So that's one change. The other change, I got a phone call from Ron's agent, and he said this number is just not doing it for me. Number 13, I don't think so. I know the number's retired, but I'm a gunslinger, baby. So Ron is now number 4, and I think that's gonna help. I think we got good vibes going off of that. Um, so those are our changes tonight. I said number 13 for the Packers just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right. Oh, let's check out some comments here. We got Chad. What's good? Madden Master Ben. I wouldn't call myself a Madden Master by any means. Patrick's here. Let's get that win. Swag Coda and Ron both checking in saying hello. Gents, how are we doing? Kirby said, imagine not having won at least one drawing. Couldn't be me. What losers? Speaking of which, here's that giveaway link. Kirby's looking to repeat. He's looking to go back to back, and it's up to you guys to stop him. Let's get into some Madden. We got some redemption to do. I heard that the number 4 update is going to make some big changes, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm all over the place. I'm kind of dysfunctional tonight. Sorry, I'm still getting something set up. I forgot to grab this earlier. So, all right. Let's get me in a better spot here. Let's return to full screen, and away we go. Why is this an ugly? I don't know why it's giving me such an ugly color here, but we're doing what we're doing. So the Bears, if you remember earlier on in the season, the Bears beat us. Tonight is redemption. Can I get this stupid thing to go away? Apparently not. How's the week going for you guys? How did everyone's Easter go? Our Easter was phenomenal here. My little man, so excited about Easter. Such a fun thing when you have kids, being able to share it with their excitement. And you animal lovers, hopefully you guys got some presents for your pups. But here we go. We are hosting, not Moment, get out of here. We are hosting the Chicago Bears, which, speaking of which, it sounds like they should be making their decision soon on if they're going to be sticking around in the Illinois area or if they are going to be moving to Indiana. I know it's not a super far move for them, but as I was kind of thinking about it, I think it'd be annoying if you, whoa, what do we got going on? Why are we doing moments? Hold on a second. I gotta quit out of this and get back into it. I don't know why it's giving us moments. It'd be kind of annoying if you're an Illinois resident because of the fact that I believe you're gonna have to pay a toll every single time you go through, aren't you? When you go Illinois to Indiana. All right, play full game. Here we go. I must have selected like play offense only or something like that. I got a lot of catching up to do. With what? With what? With what, Chad? Offensively, I got a lot of catching up to do. Or did they already announce what's happening? And I'm out of the loop. That's very well a possibility. Now I'm nervous that a decision has been made and I just don't know. I don't know. Anyway, all right, let's get going on a positive note here. Hey, we got Alfonso in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you are doing well. Not a great start for this defense. If I recall last time, this 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 Bears team, their running back torched us. We could not stop them. So we need to really not let him get hot. At least if we're gonna let anyone get hot, maybe we'll let the quarterback get hot. I don't know. I feel like nothing I can do in this defense seems to be helping, but you know, we got to take the good with the bad. All right, 3rd and 2. Let's get a blitz going. Maybe we can. They're going to be pounding it, right? All right. No, they don't have their good running back in. All right, there we go. There we go. Get them off the field. Patrick's back here somewhere. Oh yeah, the Hall of Famer's back there. They're not going to kick to him. He's like Devin Hester back there. He's like Devin Hester back there. Hey, Patrick, why are you fair catching it? I was wanting you to take that to the house. Oh, we got Ronnie back again. Ronnie, I got to get you added to the game, man. You're a Vikings fan, so I feel like I got to get you added as like the I don't know, got to get you added to as the water boy. Look at number 4 already looks way better. Look at that. Clapping, he's hyped. Feel free to start dropping some questions if you guys got them. We're gonna just be hanging out. I was trying to think of a fun one to ask you guys. Stuffed on a 2nd and 3. Jeez Louise. Oh, and Kirby, of course, can't come through for us. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You put it out there for him and he just can't do it. Apparently Ron's just going to have to run the ball and hand it to Kirby if we want Kirby to catch anything in this place. Maybe I should make Ronnie a receiver. Then maybe we'd actually have someone catching the ball. I feel like Ronnie could catch the ball. Kirby might be able to win giveaways, but can he catch a quick pass? Doesn't appear so. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. He fumbled that. Get on it. What is going on here? What was that? I've been playing a long time, Madden a long time, many years. It doesn't look like it, but I've been playing many years. I have never once seen a player celebrate like that, get it stripped, and have that happen. I have no idea. That was bizarre. Tully might catch one. Yeah, see, Tully's good for one. At least someone can catch. We'll take it, though. We'll take any mistakes that the defense can make. All right, MJ, let's go. I don't think MJ's in here yet tonight. I also didn't post that I was going to go live. To be honest with you, we went out and got some food, so I was a little preoccupied and forgot to post anything. Ronnie said, "Who is your kicker?" So we initially started with Dakota being the kicker, and now Dakota's a wide receiver, but he's still the kicker. Fair, like full disclosure, the kicker is really tough because I have a delay from my remote connection. As you can see, like we're having issues with my streaming because of it. So like I remote connect to my Xbox, but it makes everything really like not really delayed, but annoying enough in a delay. Sweet Coda, let's go. So I don't kick a ton is where I'm going with that. But nonetheless. You want to be the kicker, Ronnie? Should I make you kicker? And then I can yell at you when I'm shanking these. Tully might be on my outside there. I got Kirby who won't catch it. Yep, told you. put it right in his hands. He can't catch it. I don't know what's going on. Highest paid receiver on this team can't catch a ball. What are we even paying him for? It's what you wonder sometimes. Am I so bad that it's giving me hints now of where to throw the ball? Maybe it's like, hey, if you do this, maybe Kirby will catch it. We're going to highlight him. He wins one giveaway and just completely gives up on the team, Ron's out here doing it all. At least we got a little help from Dakota on this drive. See, Ron's just got to do it all himself. Look at that gunslinger. Ron's just doing it himself. Boy, that delay. Get in there? I snuck it in there. So like now I'm hitting it early, anticipating the delay, but I'm hitting it way too early. So the struggle is real. But we're on the board. That's I think that's better than what we can say the last time we played the Bears. Last time we played the Bears, it was not pretty. Let's see here. We can't let the running back get going. That was the issue we ran into last time, is the dude just wrecked us. And he's already like hitting our line pretty hard. Hey, MJ, just talking about you, man. Ron says I run way faster in Madden than in real life. I don't think so, Ron. These are real combine stats. Everything's based off of real athletic ability. I've seen you scramble into the pro shop. You got that. Oh boy. Yikes. MJ, where are you at tonight? Where are you hauling to? Are you in the Midwest? Or are you somewhere else? Do you stay more dedicated or like regional in the Midwest, or do you kind of go all over the place? Overshot. I was trying to think of, last week I asked about your first player that you've met. I got to think of a fun one tonight for you guys, because I like asking you guys questions too, not just me being the one getting questions asked of. Chad says 4 definitely looks better. It just feels right. Ron's out here doing it all. Just like 4 had to every once in a while. I was looking at what numbers were available. I was going to put them in 15, but 15 wasn't available. I don't remember who's 15, but I feel like it's someone on our offense. That's one of our wide receivers. So MJ says, staying in Minnesota lately. My shop is based in St. Paul. I deliver 4 to 5 hours from there. So the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Illinois. Okay, so more regional, if you will. Well, that's nice. I mean, nothing wrong with staying in the Midwest. I know driving in some of those hectic cities, though, is not always the most ideal. I'm sure the Twin Cities isn't the most fun. People don't really respect truck drivers too much. So did we get one? Holy cow, we got an interception too. That should be Patrick. Looks like Charlie Pepper out there. Let's go. All right, here's my question for you tonight. For those of you that have been to a game, what was your first game that you attended? Like what year, who the opponent was, and was there something memorable about it for you? My first game I went to was in 2009. I went to a game with one of my best friends. I went to a game against the San Francisco 49ers. Get going, MJ. Went to a game against the San Francisco 49ers. I want to say it was like November 22nd, 2009, I believe. We bought tickets way ahead of time. 40-yard, it was like 40-yard line. We're about 50 rows up. And I think at the time it was like $200 a ticket. And I was like, man, that's pretty pricey, which is pretty funny to think about. $200 a ticket as being pricey, and for the seats we're sitting at. But it was such a perfect such a perfect seat. My friend and I, we stayed in Shawano, and we got in the night before, and we went to Lambeau Field. We did the tour, or the Hall of Fame tour. Um, we didn't do the stadium tour because it was all sold out, but we did the Hall of Fame tour, and we actually saw Mark Murphy at the stadium the next day before the game, and I thought that was like the craziest thing ever to see Mark Murphy at the game just wandering around. I didn't know at the time how easy it was to see him, but what we always joke about, my friend and I, or not necessarily joke about, but like the thing that stood out for us, get going, MJ. The thing that stood out for us the most was during that game, both Aaron Campman and Al Harris had season ending injuries and really career altering injuries. That was the last snap both of them played for the Packers. So for the longest time, that was the only game him and I had went to together. And then we got tickets for 2019 to go to a game together. And our whole thing was like, man, if we lose two of our favorite players to season ending career altering injuries, we can never go to Lambeau Field ever again. But we went to the Panthers game in, I think it was November of 2019, maybe December of 2019, and it was phenomenal. But all right, let's see Kirby. Let's see if you can actually catch one. I doubt it. Oh wow! Look who finally showed up. Look who finally showed up. Play the clock perfect. But the funny like story that we always share from our first game together, or one thing that I should say I always like think is funny, is on our way out, you're in traffic. We parked in Kmart. We're in traffic. It is, you're waiting your turn. Everyone's still kind of tailgating. Some people are waiting in line. We're all just kind of doing our thing. And as we're sitting there, it was a beautiful day. It was 50 degrees out. We had the windows down. We're still amped. Packers won. It was awesome. And this was kind of like our welcome to Green Bay moment, if you will, as we're leaving the stadium, windows down. Someone's like, hey guys, you guys want some pizza? They just have a box of pizza, throw it in the window of the car. I didn't take anything, but my friend's like, hell yeah, I'll take a piece of pizza. So they're just munching on some random tailgate pizza. Lord knows how long it's been sitting around, but it was just such an incredible experience. My friend and I, so the gates opened 2 hours ahead of time. And I kid you not, I think we were in our seats at like 10:05. We were there as soon as we could be there, just ready to go. Let's go, Patrick. No one wants to see Patrick coming. Get going, Patrick. Ooh, you had the hole, man. You had the hole. All right, let's take a look at some of these here. Patrick, I'll take your first football game. Yeah, whatever you got. Let's see here. MJ says, my first game, I won tickets from Quick Trip to Vikings Packers in Minneapolis. Unfortunately, it was a loss that game. It was sweet tickets. Sweet tickets are pretty fun, though. Sweet tickets are not a bad thing by any means. The loss sucks, but, hey, at least it was free tickets. Kirby says his first game was the playoff game versus the Giants. 4 degrees outside, Randall Cobb, Hail Mary. That was the first game my now wife and I went to together. We were newly dating, and I got free tickets for that game from my work. And her and I went to that game, got to watch Randall Cobb's Hail Mary. Terrible first half of football, but man, they made up for it in the second half. I don't need numbers flashing to know that I'm throwing a Kirby. Ron says, my first game was back in the 80s and it was cold as heck. Packers got whooped. There was a guy in the crowd dressed up as, in a costume, and he was calling himself Gang Green. Yeah, Gang Green, the unofficial Packers mascot. I think he got, Ron sailed it on you. I mean, hey, we can blame Ron every once in a while. Ron probably has a hurt back from carrying this team. Yeah, there's a fan that for the longest time, he was like the Gang Green. He was the official fan or the official mascot of the Packers. And then I don't know the timeline if the Packers, when they rolled out Packy the Packer. I don't know if they put an end to gangrene then or if it was before that, but yeah, that was on me, Ron. And certainly not uncommon for the Packers to get whooped in in the 80s, that's for sure. All right, let's see here. Oh, we got Nathan in the building. Nathan, we got to get you in here as a player, man. Come on, Chad, you got the wheels. Let's go. Let's go. Good pickup, guys. Good pickup. This is the see. All we needed was Ron to change numbers, and we started getting some good gameplay. 2000. Nathan's first game was 2011 Christmas Day game against the Bears. Packers won 35-21. Great Christmas gift for Packers Nation. That is a special one for me as well. Oh, you can't touch Ron. Let's go. That's a special one for me as well. I actually went to that game with December 2000, Christmas Day 2011. I went to that game and sat with Desmond Bishop's wife at the game, and then got to kind of hang out with them after the fact, which was really fun. I honestly, like, that game was such a blur because I was sitting by Gita and just talking with her, and she was freezing, came in from Cali, was not prepped at all to be in the cold weather. She had these expensive I always remember that. She had these expensive hand warmers that they were like a gel, and you broke the capsule in the middle, and you could see like the heat spread to make the hand warmer. And the thing was terrible. And my like dollar hand warmer was outperforming it. That's for sure. All right, MJ, this one's for you, buddy. Let's go. Oh, he got denied at the one. All right. I think you got another one in you. If you don't get it in one more, or if it's not you, we're doing something else. MJ still here. That front of the line looks a little tough, but I think we got this. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. MJ, we gave you some opportunities. Let's see what we got. Dakota, this might be going your way. Tully, we're going to get you going out. Kirby, we're getting an audible. I think this is going to go to Dakota, though. Easy. Look at this. Look at this. These guys finally start to catch a ball. All right, boys. Let's go. What about what would you say? We talked about first games, but if you've been to multiple games, and Patrick, I know you said first Packers game, but if you've been to an actual game or a different game, doesn't have to be a Packers game. I'm curious too. Oh, we got the chef here. Chef says my first game was versus New York Giants in New York, the snow game a few years back. We won. Aaron Jones scored 2 times, I think. Someone his ass off in the second half. Dude, that's awesome. How was the I'm curious. I haven't been to many away games. I've been to Minnesota, I've been to Pittsburgh. How was the atmosphere as you were as you're going into like the Giants or some of these places? How is the atmosphere as an away fan? I went to the Metro Dump in 2010 and 2011. 2011, I was with Dakota. We went to the Metro Dump. And I feel like we never had any issues. It was always like as many Packer fans at the time. The 2010 game was a lot of fun though, because I've shared this story before, but that is one of my favorite memories of going to any game. Just the entire story behind it of we got tickets the night before. I got a phone call randomly. My friend's at a bar and she's like, "Hey, someone's here. They have 3 tickets to the game tomorrow. Packers Vikings. Brett Favre, trying to get his revenge against the Packers." 2010. And she's like, "He hit a bear this morning, and so he cannot go to the game tomorrow. And he's selling 3 tickets for $30 a piece." So we ended up going to the game. I thought they were fake, to be honest with you, but I was like, $30, let's go. But we watched the Packers absolutely wall up the Vikings. We were in the very last row of the Metrodome. there was like the metal or the cement wall behind us. Very last row of the Metrodome, but the Packers walloped the Vikings. I think it was like 31-3. And then to add a cherry on top, 2 weeks later, a week and a half later, the Viking stadium collapsed. So it was just like all that bad juju and all those bad vibes we felt of the 2009 season from the Vikings, I felt like got crushed as soon as that stadium collapsed. And then on top of it, to add even more for the Packers to go on and win Super Bowl XLV was like the ultimate cherry on top. Come on. All right. Patrick says favorite and first Packers was in Lambeau. In Lambeau was against Seattle preseason. Won tickets from Packers Perks. Went with my dad. Did the stadium tour. Such a fun time, dude. Nothing better than that. Like, like preseasons. I love preseason games. I try to go as many preseason games as I can. I think it's so fun to go have some like stress-free football. Generally, the tickets aren't badly priced, and then you can just watch like potential upcoming talent, which is so much fun too. You get to watch some guys where you're like, man, they're making plays. Are they going to make the roster? And it's all exciting. Everyone's like, everyone's just hyped for the season. I'm hoping to take my son to a lot more preseason games this year. Don't even try, Patrick. Don't even try. I don't know what you were doing there, Patrick. You weren't even like playing the ball. You're just like, hey, I want to hit someone. The chef says the atmosphere was good. I went with my best friend who's a Giants fan. We had Go Pack Go going by halftime. My man. That's pretty awesome. So not like super hostile towards you or anything like that. Just I think it's probably, let's be honest, the Giants have had more last laughs against us than anything. So I'm trying to get Kirby going in this game. Nice to see him actually show up for once. MJ coming in with a good question here. 1 second, MJ. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Get out of here. MJ says, where in the stadium do you prefer to sit? Field, nosebleeds? To be honest, man, I have not had a bad seat yet. I've sat all over the stadium. All over. I've sat in the new section. I've sat like row 2, 45-yard line home side. I've sat kind of everywhere in between, and I have not yet had a bad section or a bad seat. I prefer, if I had any choice, I like sitting in that, I don't know, in between like the 40s on the home side. And I like to be about 40 rows up because I like that you get to watch. Oh my gosh. I like that you get to, Matt Ramage got rocked on that, by the way. Absolutely embarrassing, Matt. Absolutely embarrassing. I can't even watch the replay because we're at a 2-minute warning. But I like that when you're a little bit higher up, that you get to watch the plays kind of unfold and you see things break down. Look at Matt on this one. Look at this. Look at this. What kind of turnstile do I got at left tackle? I made him 7 feet tall. You'd think you'd be able to block. What's going on, Matt? What do you just push him away? I could have stepped up in the pocket, I guess, but I didn't expect my left tackle to just, guide him to the quarterback. You know who wouldn't do that? David Bakhtiari. That's who wouldn't do that. Unbelievable. What about you guys? When you're going to a game, where do you prefer to sit? Is there any preference you guys have? Do you like to be super, super close? I don't mind being super close. The only downside is like, dude, Matt just got rocked again. Matt got rocked again. MJ says, I prefer midfield as well. Halfway, great view of the whole field. I think it's just fun to see it's just fun to see like the plays develop, I think. I always really enjoy that. All right, we're calling a timeout. We're gonna do a Huckett we're gonna do a huck it. We're gonna say Kirby's down there somewhere. Huck it. This might be a good one. I don't see safety help over the top. They're probably gonna fall back. Huck it. Kirby's down there somewhere. He won't catch it, but he's down there. Yep. Classic Kirby. Classic Kirby. All the talent in the world. I love that I just rag on Kirby. Nathan, what position you want to be, man? What position can we make you for next week? I think we got this one in the bag. I know Chicago's, there's some magicians here, but I think we got this one in the bag. Keep them inbounds. Let's go. I'm super excited though for football season this year. Just to be able to get I think the plan is to take my son to as many of the preseason games as possible. He's only 2, but even if we don't end up staying the entire time, because he is 2, by then he'll be 3. It's like just getting him at Lambeau Field and getting him to experience that is always such a blast. So I'm excited for that. But that's the plan anyway. We're obviously going to take him to a family night, all that fun stuff, which I'm hoping to see the Tullys. Nathan says, what position are we in need of? I got another receiver, I think, unclaimed. Trying to think what else is out there. I think there's someone on the defensive line yet that we can name. I mean, we got a couple guys on the D line. This guy right here is unclaimed 67, Davis. I don't know if he's good or not, but I can always try to amp you up a little bit too. Kirby says, I already caught one today. What do you want from me? Oh, I that's weird. I forget all those times Randy Moss said, you know what? I've already caught one today. I don't need to catch another one. I've already caught one. Get out of here, Kirby. That's why you'll never be a Hall of Famer like Patrick. Patrick's never satisfied. Patrick could have 2 going to the house today, and he would be like, no, I need another one. That's a Hall of Fame mentality. Hall of Fame mentality. Oh, we don't need another sack. Steve already got one. Don't need another one. I guess you don't need another win either, Kirby. Another giveaway win. You already got one. If you win the wheel tonight, I get to respin, right? Trying to use my timeouts to get something. See, Patrick was trying to take that one. I'll take the other wide receiver hands like Jerry Rice. That's good. I need someone with hands. Because it sure isn't Kirby. Let's get there. I might have been pass interference, but no, we are not kneeling this. Are you kidding me? Come on. We got 6 seconds. That's enough for me to make fun of Kirby for not catching a ball. Play type. Let's go pass, play action. What do we got here? PA flood. Kirby's going long. We're going to get Dakota going here and call a post. It's not really what I want. I'm trying to get more people away from that. All right, let's make fun of Kirby when he drops this one inevitably. Yeah, look at that. Kirby didn't even put up a fight. No wonder. Replace Kirby. We need a catcher, not a pitcher. All right, Nathan, I'll get you the other receiver for next week. Here's that giveaway link too while we got you. Feel free to drop an entry there if you have not done so already. Great game all around, though. Ron, 2 throwing, 1 on the run. Number 4 is looking good. Still only 182 yards, but I think that goes to the fact that we just have short games. Not much you can do when you have a short game. But I also don't want to play like 8-minute quarters or anything like that. I think a half-hour game's long enough. Kirby did get a really nice 8x10 last week. That was the 8x10 Kirby one is one that I was like contemplating using for myself or keeping for my own collection, if we're being honest. All right. Let's give a huge shout out to my friends over at Nicolet Law who are making these giveaways possible. Injuries don't just affect your health, they affect your entire life. Nicolet Law understands that. They're a Midwest-based injury law firm that helps injured people navigate insurance claims and medical bills. Nicolet Law fights for what's fair and doesn't get paid unless you do. If you're injured and unsure what to do next, get in touch with Nicolet Law at 1-855-NICOLET or head over to nicoletlaw.com. I really can't thank them enough for everything that they do, partnering with me, the giveaways that they make possible. Really, they're phenomenal people. So huge shout out to them. All right. If it's your first time watching the stream, we also act as GM. We are in 2031. We're just wrapping up the season. Last week, we traded our defensive tackle to the Cowboys for 2 first round draft picks. So I'm curious to see where they landed. And we're going to see how this offseason goes. We also need to see who won the Super Bowl this round. I'm sure the Bengals probably won. Joe Burrow's probably winning MVP like he always does. Feels like he wins it every single year. Oh, Joe Burrow, MVP. I'm shocked. All right. NFC, Devontae Smith, Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Chop Robinson, Javier Gonzalez for Commanders, Chad S. for the Seahawks, Tony Cobb, Donovan McNair's son, Devon. No Packers cracking this list. I don't know. And it looks like the Bears are in the Super Bowl. So here we go. I'm sure the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl. Why not? The Bears beat the Chiefs 31-14. Only in Madden, folks. Only in Madden. All right, let's see what we got for free agency. I think there's a few free agents we have to negotiate with. We have $151 million. I don't know that I want to sign a running back. $20 million running. I don't know. 80 overall corner who's 26 years old and a superstar. I think we want to try to sign him. All right, sweet. We got a cornerback locked in. Matthew Golden, 89 overall, 20-something million over 28 million in over 2 years, 14 million a year. That's not too bad, right? Nope, he's going to free agency. We'll see what we can do. Left guard at 45 million total. How many years is that? 2 years. All right. I feel like you want the left guard. Xavier is a free agent. If I'm not mistaken, we offered him something decent. He turned it down. Let's see if we can't 2 more years. All right, sweet. We got Xavier. That's clutch. We got our left tackle. Boy, we got a lot of guys that are hitting free agency. I feel like we need to sign our left tackle. Try to get him cheaper. Oh, he's going to free agency. All right, we'll see what we have for us in free agency. Nick Bosa, 1 year, 22 million. I don't know. The rest, I think we're going to let walk. We have $109 million. Let's get into free agency and let's see what we got. I think I'm wondering if we're gonna. Curious what we're gonna see for free agency. Another left edge, Jared Verse. Devontae Smith is a free agent. I feel like we got to go over Bosa. We got to go this guy, and let's see if we can't get him on like a 2 or 3 year deal. That'd be nice. That'd be nice to pair with Micah. So we are not in the top money. All right, let's see if we can't bump that a little bit more. I don't know if we're gonna. There, we're top money, but we're also with the Ravens. So we'll see. That leaves us with $60-some million. Justin Jefferson, still 90 overall. $17 million. Let's do that. Just for the memes, if anything. We're just a team of washed up players. Hey, replace Matthew Golden with Justin Jefferson. See if we can't get both. We also need a left tackle, and I don't know how much money we have with $35 million. Let's try to get him for a few years. MJ says, hoping JJ catch better than Kirby. Can't be any worse, right? Hey, Mr. Hurley, good to see you, my friend. Now it's a party. All right. Let's go to the next week. See if we got any of these guys. I don't want to, I feel like we could spend an hour doing the GM mode and it would probably be still not enough if we're being honest. All right. Let's see what my signings are. I got Matthew Golden. I got Justin Jefferson and I got our left tackle, but I did not get our left edge. Where did he go? Does it show? Did he sign? Did I miss it? He might not have signed. Let's bump him up. A little bit more money. A little bit more money never hurt anyone. We need that left. Oh, we got Joe Alt, so we don't need another left tackle. Okay. All right, what do we got here? Free agents. If we got him, we can't go anymore. We did not get him. He signed with Baltimore. All right, I guess we're going to try to get Bosa for 1 year. I think we're going to be the only one offering him money because he's old. And then we're going to get into the draft. Do we get Bosa? We did not get Bosa. Where did Bosa go? He signed with KC for a 1 year deal. Dang. I did not expect that at all. I was kind of counting him as ours. Well, shoot. That is not ideal. Oh, look at our guy that rejected our offers, now a free agent. How's that feel? All right, we have $47 million. We are in need of a pass rusher then. Our we got Justin Jefferson, which is still so funny. 15th, 26th. We still have. What's our pass rush situation look like? Because I don't think it's good. Did we lose? Did Micah must have retired. Oh my gosh. No wonder. I wonder if Micah just retired. Oh boy, we are in a bad spot, guys. What kind of GM am I here? I don't even realize Micah retired. He couldn't have retired. Did I do something wrong? Did he really retire? Did I miss it? I gotta look at the NFL. I didn't like lose him in free agency, did I? Is that where I got a lot of my money back? Is that he retired? Let's see. He was. I don't remember if he was a right edge or a left edge, but he must have retired. Cool. Boy, that makes things a little rough. All right, let's look at see what we got for. I already checked it and I didn't even look. 15th from Dallas and 26th. We need a couple pass rushers. That sucks. That sucks. Not even paying attention. All right, let's go. Let's view the draft board. And of course, we don't have a single pass rusher. Hopefully, this guy's good. He might be our next Green Bay Packer. Oh boy. We need a pass rusher like no one's business. We have to take an edge, right? Curry, I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. I'm mourning the loss of my pass rusher that I assumed was still on our team. All right, I guess we're taking this guy. I feel like I'm reaching by just grabbing the first pass rusher, though, but all right, we're taking him, whatever. We need a pass rusher that bad that we're just taking him. Maybe if the GM wasn't so focused on me, he would have known about Micah. Maybe that's where I got my huge spike in draft or like in cap space, huh? I cannot believe that he just retires. He's not even that old, man. He wasn't even that old. All right, let's look at what we got. I'm not taking. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he's a quarterback. I can't take a quarterback. He's round 3 to 4. Oh boy, I am rattled now that I see that he retired. That is just not. Everyone's just a wide receiver. I don't need a wide receiver. I do need a running back, but not that one. I feel like this isn't the right pick either. He's strong. Block shedding. All right, we need pass rushers that bad that I'm just whatever. That's fine. All right. Second round, let's get a little bit more crazy with it. A couple guys there. I don't need a lot of these guys. I feel like are all just quarterbacks. I don't need one. Need to get Micah out of retirement. No kidding. I need something there. I need a running back because I didn't re-sign ours. Elusive. How are you going to be an elusive running back and not have any like strong traits? You know. Oh man. All right, let's we're going to trade this away cuz I don't see anything that's jumping out at me. We're going to trade this away. GM's office, trade center, cuz I bet we can get a first round pick next year for it. I don't think we're going to trade in the division, but oh man. I'm not going to linger on this too much. Let's try to move up and get who do I think will draft high? It's hard to know where we're at right now, but whatever. Let's see what offers we have. I need at least a first round pick, right? Boy, no one's giving it. Vikings are interested in it. I still cannot believe that I still cannot believe that Mike had just up and retired, man. It's no wonder I have a bunch of cap space. All right. Let's trade this to the Vikings and see if we can't get their next year's first. And the following year's third. What about just a 1? Just give me a clean 1. All right, I'll give you some late picks. How about that? I'm just simming them anyway. All right. I guess I'm picking it. No, we'll just select something. We're in 2032. Whatever, this works. All right. Make our selection. Do a sim pick. All right. It's probably my my next thing here. Let's see. This guy's still here. Let's take this guy. Whatever. He was supposed to be a day 1 pick. Sim pick, next one. Round 4, skip ahead in the pick. They took, it didn't even show who they took. Cornerback. All right, let's just get to the end of this thing. That's fine. It's not true GM fashion, right? If I'm simming half the picks. Usually when I do this, Josh Jacobs retired. Let's see if yep, right there it is. Crushing my soul. Dang. Brutal, man. Brutal. Hey, not too bad of edges, though. 74 overalls. We'll take it. All right, let's go. Let's get into the jump next week. Oh, my, man. That sucks. That sucks. Depth chart. Jordan Love's getting up there in age. Who knows when he's going to retire? I might have to draft a replacement for him soon, huh? Can't just have him up and retire and then I'm out. All right, let's get to midway. Make sure my depth chart is set. I want my rookies in there at edges because I need them doing things throughout the year to keep progressing. Rookie. Okay. Man, I am. That sucks so bad. I was like ready to have Bosa paired up. Oh, man. This is all unraveling for me fast, guys. I don't anticipate us doing really well this year. All right, let's see where we're at. Kind of starting midway of the year here. 3-3, not great. Let's see who's ready to negotiate. Halfback, don't care. D tackle, strong safety, tight end. Ooh, there's some guys that we're gonna want too. Let's get him. See if we can't. He's back, which is good. 83 million. Let's get him. Cool. Don't care about halfback unless I can get him cheap. I don't think he signed with us. 25-year-old. Okay. Hey, we're not hurting for wide receivers. That's for sure. Justin Jefferson's still out here. D tackle. Let's see if we can't get him 1 year. Okay. Looks like we got our free agents together. Still got a fair bit. Maybe if we put together a team that looks terrible on paper, they could win a Super Bowl. We're testing that theory this year. Let's send to the playoffs. Let's see what we got. The nice part is we're going to have cap space. So if there's a decent free agency, we're going to have cap space. We also have Dallas's first round pick. If there is a really great player, number one overall, I think we could bundle up some picks and going to move up to take it like number one overall. That could be a game changer for this team. So I think we have a lot of stuff going for us. Kirby, get out of here, Kirby. Get out of here. Is it because I spend time with my family? We made the playoffs, 8-9, not great. Looks like the Vikings and Bears. Vikings won the division. 3 NFC North. No, we did not make the playoffs. We are watching the playoffs from home. Okay. Let's take a look. Boy, we really took a step backwards. Let's take a look at what Dallas is. So we have the 8th overall pick. Right now, Dallas is the number 1 seed. Not great, Bob. Not great. But that's where this week's going to leave us. I guess we're going to see. Well, we got a little bit of extra time. So let's take a look at our draft class. Let's look at our draft class. We have a couple of edges here. That's great. We need some talent there. I don't know if we want to take back-to-back edges though. We got quarterbacks, edges. Jordan Love is what? He's got to be getting up there in age. The question becomes, do we go full blow-up mode and trade Jordan Love? 12 years a starter, 33 years old. Can we blow it up at 33, 34 years old? We're probably getting 2 first round picks at least for him. God, I hate to do it. That's more to ponder for next week. All right, let's do this giveaway. Sorry guys, I'm getting all over the place here. I don't know if you guys enjoy that or not. I always think it's kind of interesting to the GM mode. The GM mode's really hard though. It is very hard. But let's get these giveaways going. You know, I completely failed to mention that good questions would get a bonus pick, so we're gonna just negate that today. That's my bad. I think only one person asked a question. I think MJ was the only one that asked a question. So, all right. Not a lot of entries. MJ has a chance to double up here. We have, let me share my screen here. Anyone need to be added that did not get added to the initial thing here? I got Dan, Luke, MJ, Chris, Tiffany, Ron, number 4. I love the number 4 signing, Ron. Kirby, Alfonso, Chad, Nathan with some emojis. I love that. And then we got Patrick. I think that's everyone. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Remove Kirby. I can do that. Okay. There we go. And in its place, Butterfingers McGee. Actually, Butterfingers McGee. All right, here we go, guys. Good luck, everyone. Ronnie, you're too late, man. I already spun the wheel by the time I saw your comment. Sorry about that. Of course, Tiffany's going to win again. Tiffany, 1 through 50, please. Up or down. I'll add it to the pile in my house. I should just mail it to you guys, to be honest with you, but it's a good excuse for me to see every time you guys come to town. Butterfingers McGee could not double up, though. That's for sure. He got 1, and he got too cocky, and Tiffany had to come in and humble him. I did not see your question, Chad. You are right. I did miss it. Well, I'm waiting on Tiffany because I know she's here. Chad's right there. I know he's yelling at her. I know he's yelling at her. She's probably picking the good vibes. She's picking the good vibes. She knows. All right, Tiffany, you got a minute. I know you're here. Because I know Chad's there. She's probably chasing the kids around. Ryder's probably messing with her phone. Anticipation is killing me. Ronnie says, what's going to happen if I win? Will you make the 4-hour drive to see me? Yeah, man. I'll take any excuse I can get. Tiffany Tully. Chad, will you yell at your wife? I know Tiffany's here. I'm just waiting for the number. I know she's here. Chad's been here the entire episode. I know Tiffany lurks as well. Probably having some fun issues. Do 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 do. All right, I'm gonna have to open up a timer here soon, Tiffany. She's here trying to get her Facebook to work. Isn't that how it always goes? She can jump on YouTube if she's got it. Kirby says, I can't wait until 20 years from now when we open up a FOIA and see the collusion between. I don't know what FOIA is. Tiffany says 17. Let's see if we got that one, Tiffany. We got it. Tiffany, 17. All right, Tiffany. I was generous with the time because I know you're here. You're here every week with Chad. Just like if MJ was here all week or all episode and then he was having some issues. But if Kirby was here, he's got 15 seconds. You guys walked away with a Don Mikowski 8x10. I'll add that to the pile. Congratulations, guys. Thank you all for hanging out, watching. Glad we had a much better game. The GM mode did not go better. But you guys need to let me know. Do we trade Jordan Love next year or in this offseason? Or do we run it back one more year? I need to know. It's a tough decision. It's tough being GM, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. Appreciate you guys interacting, being here week in and week out. It's always a blast. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your week. And as always, go Pack Go. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And until then, go Pack Go.